So how do we start planning for tomorrow? My name is Vander Puchert, and this is Finding Frequency. So this is the second time I get out of the apartment today. The excuse for this run is to go and drop off a little bit of garbage that we've accumulated this past week. It's been safely dispatched, and now I'm back on my way to the apartment. Why am I talking about tomorrow? So my wife and I had a difficult conversation today, talking about where we want to be and what we want to try and work for. I say it's difficult because there are so many variables to consider at this stage. What are we going to look like financially in a couple of months' time? What is our work situation going to be? How do we figure this out? I mean, we can't just sit back and do nothing. We need to think about something. We need to plan. You need to move forward, I guess. Maybe it's also a little bit of my fault because I'm definitely very comfortable in this kind of cocoon state, just being able to focus and think about the immediacy of now, being in the moment. A lot of people say be in the moment. What I can also say about today is I've been blessed with a few very rich conversations along the way, not just work related, but catching up with old friends. And I think perhaps the answer of what happens tomorrow lies in that. I think we're going to need to rely on each other a lot more going forward. Simple things, but it's very difficult to do.
Hi, I'm Kasia from Warsaw, Poland. We met at Deloitte working together. Current situation have taught me how comfortable I am with being with myself. I always knew that, but now I understand how much do I differ from the other people at the dimension. I am not experiencing any bad emotions related to this fact that we are much more than usually staying with ourselves in our small closed world that we have built around ourselves. So I know that my world that I have constructed is very comfortable to me, and I like it. I like being in it. So it's a sort of satisfaction I get from that fact and a sort of comfort. But in the same time, I have learned how important relations are, and I have learned the value of my relations with the other people. And I'm thinking both about the personal relations built on the bonds of friendship, of love with the close ones, but also the more distant relations that have just a potential of doing something together, cooperating, collaborating, having the same direction to some goal. It occurs that people may form the team around a common goal very quickly and very efficiently by activating their networks, by inviting the other people, by roping them in some initiatives based on the personal connections, personal relations, based on the very simply will to be together and to do something together, even in a physical distance. So I have learned how powerful it is. And the third thing I would like to mention is that I have experienced something which I would call a mindfulness, probably. Being here and now, not thinking too much about future, not planning, adapting to what's going on here and now. And I have found a surprising comfort in it. I never thought of myself like a person who is very much present, very much disciplined in terms of mindfulness. But now I see sort of difference between my way of thinking, my way of experiencing the situation, and some people around me who are more anxious, more nervous. And I see how much it helps me. I see how good it is to think about what's going on today, what do we have to do today, what opportunities does today bring us. And it's my way of going through this new state, because I'm not thinking about the categories of going through something and getting back to any normality. I think it's a constant situation to which we have to adapt. And it's okay if we don't wait for anything else, if we don't wait for anything to happen, if we just accept the situation, it really helps me. I think that's it. I wish you all the best. Bye.
Thank you, Kasia. And taking a page out of Kasia's book, I think it's been very important to reach out to friends and connect with old acquaintances, even if you've lost touch a little bit. Because you never know, they might loop you into something new, something exciting, something that you can use to build the new tomorrow. So who's on your list? Thanks for listening.